Well, welcome back, guys. It's just about time to start mowing grass. Have a little bit of rain falling outside, and that makes this a perfect time to get this job done. These little impact drivers make this nice. Let's take a look at this blade and see what it's going to take to get this guy sharp. This is our center blade. Normally it tends to take more abuse than the outer blades does, but we're in good shape here, guys. Just one nick. I always try to scratch all this dead grass off of these things. That way when we get it sharp, we can balance it. So with it raining today, I don't mind to get this out of the way. And when we do get a little bit of sunshine, I know what I'm doing. On my belt sander here, this is a 120 grit paper. And I normally try to let the backside of the blade there rest just a little bit and then pull it back. And that normally keeps me in a pretty good line across through here. Just about like that it is. I need to dress this guy up. they've got this bend in the blade there. This normally stays reasonably sharp. Most of the time all the nicks and things like that you're going to have will be out here on the outside edges of these. That blade's in really good shape. Let's balance this thing. Now, almost everybody has these blade balancers for us now, and this just sits in here on the pin. You want to make sure you get a nice flat surface, and then it has graduating steps on here for whatever particular blade you're balancing. And we're going to measure from the anvil up and make sure that we have the same. And it looks to me like this side's dipping down a little bit, so I need to take a little bit more steel off of this side. And we will keep this thing absolutely dead level. Now this is one of those things, if you think about, it's hard telling how many revolutions this is making underneath your mower as you mow your yard. So if you have one that's out of balance, specifically if they're tipping real far, then it's just going to cause excessive wear on your bearings on the mower deck. So keeping these things pretty well balanced will be in your favor. Put a square on this guy and see where we're at. Okay, we're hovering right at the 1.5 inch mark there. And that side is looking just about the same. That's another reason I removed all of this mold and dead grass off of there, because we want to get a true balance here. Now if you're working on an Ultima ZTX4 by Cub Cadet, I took this quick clamp and I'm just simply going to grab a hold of this belt here and squeeze this belt together while it's still on the pulleys. Put a little bit of tension against it. And then by clamping our belt together, that stops these pulleys from traveling. So when we are putting the blade back on with the impact driver down there, that thing's not trying to spin away from us freely. Now, every mower deck is different and you may not have that room in order to get to that. But these quick clamps do help sharpening blades. You can clamp it underneath also to keep the blade from spinning away from you. So, inexpensive way to make this job a little easier. I'm going to tighten these up to 80 foot-pounds. They suggest between 70 and 90, so 80 is a good spot for me. Alright. I also always double check to make sure I'm setting flush here, and then up on the top side, and make sure that this guy is pulled down flush with our pulley. Everything's tight. Now some of these will have splines on your pulley, and you want to make sure that you get your bolt setting down in there right before you torque it up, and that way you don't spin that bolt around the splines of that pulley and strip it out. This one is just straight through. 70 to 90 foot-pounds of torque holds that to the assembly there. This is another feature I like about this mower, is you can take these guards off. It gives you access to your pulley, your belt, and for this situation, being able to take these blades off. It does make that easier, so have access quickly. And you can also let the entire deck off of the mower and just flip the deck over and do this. But we've cut that step out by doing what we're doing here. This one's really not that bad for wear. We got a couple of nicks in it. That's not bad for 60 hours of use, guys. This one's got a little more buildup on it. I'm going to use a wire brush. Scratch this thing clean. Well, this blade has a little deeper gouge on it there. I'm going to take a Sharpie, mark my edges out. That way I know where I'm at. Catch both sides of this guy while we're letting this dry. And we're going to use the angle grinder and just take a little more steel off of this one than we did our center blade. Now, big thing with these guys is they can heat this up really quick, so I'm going to move across this thing and try not to get my blade hot and take the temper out of it. To warm up, I'll just move to the other side. Get there. And I do think we have it. They've done a really good job of putting some nice features on this mower. It makes it both easy to service and saves a lot of time. Being able to remove our center access panel here. So it just aids in the cleanup. And if you need to look in there, if you hear something rattling or whatever, you can just simply lift it up. Really nice, convenient. Spring is my favorite time of the year, and you can see across the yard here, we have some spots that is absolutely ready to go as soon as the sunshine dries it up a little bit. But it's great to see everything in bloom after all the cold that we've had. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to some mowing and get the yard looking nice again. I like it green. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.